This reading will find you right before a shift takes place. Right before you enter a new phase. So, currently there is a transformation happening, yes, but an even bigger and more obvious shift will take place soon. You're not at that part yet. We're at a stage where we know we're about to undergo a metamorphosis, but we haven't entered it yet. So, Spirit is calling for a lot of patience here. Why? Because we aren't in the transformation about to come out the other side. We are on the point before entering the cocoon. Okay. So if that matches you, this is your reading. So, Spirit guides of love, light, and truth in alignment with our highest potential and purpose, please give us some insight into what we can expect from this new phase that we are about to enter. What is this transition into this period of transformation? I almost said transmutation. Turning lead into gold. Okay. Not calling you lead, okay, guys? Mount Shasta, okay, so this does keep coming up, so there are personal light codes being activated. That's, yeah, no matter what, in readings lately, the energy is very much like there are personal light codes that are really important that need brought to earth. Okay, so Mount Shasta is like the root chakra of earth. Okay, there's a lot of light codes go in this grid thing in the earth. Okay. We're gonna keep going into that, but there is this sense of a sacred information gathering at maybe a specific point. It could be Mount Shasta for you. Maybe you're going on a trip to Mount Shasta. I feel like that's not likely for the people. I'm just not feeling that. There could be a specific place, or this could be an inner plane where this transformation is going to take place. That all is about your light, your own personal light codes, connection to source kind of thing, bringing down to earth kind of thing. Interesting. That's what I'm getting from that. So yeah, I'm hearing like inner world. It's like an inner world plane. That sounds wild, I know. But if this is your reading, then you'll be like, that makes sense. It's internal. It's an internal transmutation happening of your own energy, your own light codes. Crystal keys. Okay, guys. I have shuffled this deck very well since my last reading. We got both of these. So crystal keys, this is encoded information in Lemurian quartz, right? So Kiwi, leave her alone. Ancient information embedded in quartz crystals. Storage. I always think storage data, right? You have backup data. You have corrupted backup data from your past, okay? And you're being called to travel to an inner world plane to download new information to fix the driver. I'm here to fix your driver. You have an old corrupted driver running a system within your mind, your nervous system, right? That is being recoded with new information. This sounds like a continuation, guys, of the last reading. And I thought you were about to do the big thing, right? But Spirit's saying for this group, that is also connecting here, so maybe a micro group of that, you're about to undergo an even deeper transformation, transmutation. I keep wanting to say transmutation instead of transformation. Transmute. That's changing something. Specific something in you. These codes literally changing. Software upgrade. Guys. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. I just think this energy, guys, is so much deeper. I'm in such a good mood today, right? So much deeper energy than I was prepared for. Such a much deeper energy than I was prepared for coming into this. I see your true colors shining through. Okay, some of you have been in a muddy place, muddy colors. I'm thinking like when you put too much paint on a canvas and it muddies it. Yeah. This transformation has to do with taking out the extra information that has been put in the wrong places and cluttered up your energy field and removing that, upgrading. Yeah. So that your true colors, your true light codes, what you're actually meant to do, a more clear channel. You're becoming a clearer channel. You have outdated information encoded in the crystals, right? Or encoded in yourself, in your DNA, in your mind, psyche, inner world place. And that's being cleaned up, cleared out, and you are being able to be a clearer channel for these true light codes. I'm doing a lot of this stuff right now too, so I think there's some, I felt like I was plucking for a second energy. I feel like there's some light codes here, guys. There are some light codes here right now that are also coming through me to help you or bridge the gap. So there's a past future self interconnectivity going on right now where there is a transmutation of energy. What is this? What is this? I'm sorry. This is not what I had planned, but I don't plan, you can't plan what Spirit has to say, but I really thought this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna hang out with my friends. Guys, I'm so excited for you though. This is deep. We're gonna pull some Moonology cards now. We're gonna see Mount Shasta, Crystal Keys, and Transformation. All cards we've been getting. All cards we got just a couple days ago. This message of the crystal keys and stuff, did I bring it up before? Yeah, but it's going deeper. We're going deeper. Why? Because there is a plane in the inner world of you where there is a lot going on. Hold on, that's too many, Spirit, please. Guys, I'm just like, it's some deep stuff. I can understand why you're seeking clarity in a reading right now, right? Because it's a very intense feeling, I'm sure, right? There's a lot happening here. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins. So the reason I paused there is because my brain said two things at the same time. It said romancing yourself and romancing the stone. The stone makes me think of alchemy. Think of the sorcerer's stone. Like I'm thinking like this transmutation of like alchemization of you to turn lead into gold, to create the philosopher's stone. Guys, a new romantic cycle begins. If this is not a love reading at all, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not. That's not what it means. Romance yourself. Why? Because you need to be gentle with yourself. You need to care for yourself. You need to love yourself through this. You need to love yourself hard through this. Okay? I'm sorry. Yes, there's Libra energy there too. So yeah, perhaps this balancing, but I think balance here is coming through giving yourself some grace. Because this isn't your average everyday thing. This is you have become an alchemist and you are self-actualizing and literally bridging a gap like across timelines. Guys, I know, I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. I just thought of the card X marks the spot from the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. I'm not using that right now, but I just thought X marks the spot. Which is what that's like about a hidden help, some kind of help hiding in plain sight. Look at the bigger picture. Maybe there is like synchronicities or some kind of pattern or a message somewhere around you that's like really obvious in plain sight that could give you some guidance. I just looked over here. This journal says spread your wings. So maybe there's something for you somewhere outside of your shell, outside of your house. Maybe you need to go somewhere your hard work is paying off. Maybe at work. Maybe if you're struggling day in, day out to navigate this, I think maybe you will find some support in your work environment or in a project you're working on. But you need to allow yourself the space and the time. We're not rushing. We're using this work as self-care while we integrate some really intense energies. We're not supposed to be doing the big thing at this point. We're supposed to be using these projects and work and the situations we're in as a place to be supported in this, which is really interesting because I feel like that does not happen a lot. In a lot of these readings, we're trying to take a breather from that, but in this case, that is the breather for you. And maybe you've noticed that. Maybe you've noticed like when you turn off your brain and are able to put yourself into these things that, you know, it helps you feel safer and more stable while you're being pelted by this crazy energy. Okay, the energy's gaining momentum. Yeah, so there's a lot of energy, obviously, and it's gaining momentum, obviously, which is why you need to stay grounded and stabilize yourself. I'm going to try to pull some more Beyond Lemuria cards. We are getting a lot of the same cards, but I feel like there's an undercurrent of something. It's very practical. I'm feeling like, yes, this sounds crazy. The light codes and the information and everything that's happening within you is happening inside of you. You just need to stay grounded, okay? But what you're doing in the physical feels very practical, very grounded. You're going to work, you're eating healthy foods, you're staying hydrated, you are taking care of your hygiene. That's the focus. That's a lot of cards. That's probably not. Only one of them. Nope, two of them flipped over. So we'll use those. Let's see. Life force energy. And vulnerability. Yeah. So the reason we need to stick to the practical is because there's basically a lot of parts of ourselves that are being stripped away, and we need stability right now. So it's almost like some protective mechanism that we have right now has been stripped away. Therefore, you need the support of routine. You need the support of a safe environment where it's nothing crazy happens. You go in, you do the work, you leave. You need that consistency. You need that routine right now while you are undergoing this intense transformation. Okay, don't rush it. Don't push. Don't try to change. No, you need to stay grounded, okay? And that's when the life force energy or your light codes or your vitality is going to come back. It's downloading, it's integrating, your system is downloading and fixing drivers, and then you're going to restart your computer, and your vitality is going to come back full force, come back. I don't know why I said that. Maybe you are going on a trip. Don't follow an itinerary. Just chill, okay? And I know I said routine's important. Yeah. A normal routine you're used to, consistency. You don't want to go on a trip and follow an itinerary right now. If you were to go on a trip, just breathe. Just breathe. Ground yourself, right? Anyway, that's not the point. But your vitality is going to come back. So that's what's happening in this new phase. You have a lot of integration taking place, and then your vitality is going to come back, okay? Right now, we're not rushing. We're being patient, and we are taking care of ourselves, romanticizing our life, romanticizing work, romanticizing the present where you are right now, romanticizing eating a healthy meal, romanticizing taking a walk, romanticizing drinking your water, drinking some nice herbal tea. We're romanticizing that. Romanticizing when you shower and then, moisturize, taking care of yourself. That's where the new romantic cycle, it is about you making your life romance while you are integrating other things. So we're going to pull some Prism Oracle cards here. This is interesting. So what's happening inside you is very deep. I know the rest of the reading's like very practical, sounds just chill. But really, it's because of how much is actually happening. And if you're feeling exhausted and stuff, that's normal. That might happen right now. We're moving through things. You might be going through the motions and that's like starting to stress you out and you want to be creative and powerful and blah, blah, blah. That's happening though, is the thing. You're just in a stage before your vitality is able to come back. All right, I got sadness here. Sadness, you might be sad too. Maybe you underwent something and that's what started this whole transformation. That's what started upgrading your system, right? You might feel sad right now. There might be a lot of emotions and a lot of things coming up. Why? Because they're being purged and transmuted into something new. And I'm sorry if you feel sad, but you got this. Faith, have faith, keep moving forward. This is a part of the process is what I'm hearing. Like, this is a part of the journey. This is it. Strength, you can do it. You're strong enough to do it. Don't worry. Don't worry, you are headed the right way. The energy is gaining momentum. So when your vitality comes back, they're going to be like, what happened to her? Did she just win $1 million? Did she win the lottery? Wait, what happened? Did she like find out something really cool? Did she get a cool opportunity? That's how much of a change your energy is going to take. You're going to glow, right, is what I'm feeling with the vitality that's going to happen, right? Because you're not moving from like 2.0 to 3.0. You're moving from XP to Windows 12 Plus, which doesn't even exist. Do you understand? That this is a huge transformation. We've got surrender to it, sweetness. Find the sweetness, romanticize it, surrender to the moment, find the sweetness, dude. I said, dude, sorry, this is me. I'm excited. I called you dude, I'm sorry. Hey, listen, take that as you will. Maybe that's your energy. Maybe you got dude energy right now, you know what I mean? You just chill out, just, you know. I'm just kidding. And flow. No, exactly. What's on the bottom? Intuition. When you are in the flow state. Okay, what is alignment? Alignment is when you are in the flow state. And you can trust your intuition. Because your intuition, when you are in alignment with your highest self, in the flow state. Listen, okay. What is happening is we are collapsing realities into a 0 point where magic can happen. When we stay in alignment, what is happening? There is a timeline of your highest future self, your infinite future self, which is what I believe the higher self is, your infinite future self and your present self. And when you come into presence in alignment with that thing, time doesn't exist. It collapses on itself into the 0 point. The 0 point is where all manifestations take place. Too woo-woo? So, when we collapse our timelines into 1 point where anything is possible, that's magic. That's surrendering to flow. That's staying in alignment. When we stay in alignment and we are truly in alignment and we surrender to the flow of our lives, we will notice and our intuition will tell us, hey, that door's for me. That opportunity's for me. I need to go that way. I need to go this way. I need to block that out. I need to close that out. I need to be patient right now. It's not the right time. So what's happening right now is you are reintegrating and recalibrating into alignment with your highest potential self right now. And when the vitality comes back, so does the magic. So does the synchronicities everywhere. So does the, oh, I have an opportunity, I better follow it. That will come back when your vitality comes back, but right now you're recoding that. So listen to the thoughts that come up. Look around you. There might be a hidden synchronicity somewhere that just sparks you and boom, you're back in alignment, okay? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I want to look at the bottom of both of these other decks we used because I'm just curious what's on the bottom of the deck. A personal issue reaches resolution. That's what's going on. It's full moon in Cancer. So the culmination of all of your existence of living in your shell right now. You've been stuck in your mind a little bit. Does cancer have anything to do with being stuck in your mind? No. But that's what this personal issue is. That's what Spirit says. This personal issue is this your personal beliefs. It's not just in the mind, but it is very tied to your psyche and your nervous system. This is reaching a conclusion, right? Which is where your shell is shattering, and then you are going to surrender to that process and get back in flow. Okay? And what's on the bottom of Beyond Lemuria? Balanced forces. And for me, balanced forces, yeah, it can be so many things. But I see this crystal here encoded with information right above her crown chakra. And then you see this here. It's like her connection to her like higher self. What is balanced? It's your present and your future are going to be in balance and in harmony. And that's where magic happens. That is the flow state. That is alignment. That's what we're talking about. That's what we've always been talking about. That's what quantum physics is talking about. Anyway, yeah, and then she has a star in her throat. What is that? I love stars, right? Because I like being reminded that I'm here for a reason, and we are made of the same stuff that stars are made of. And this being on her throat chakra, it's really making me think it is time for expression. In the truest sense, right? You're going to start expressing from a very true, grounded place, right? But right now, you're recalibrating. So I think that is where we're going to end it. This reading was like, there's so much pink and purple. And blue. Can I show you real quick? I'm not gonna pick it up and show you, but let me just show you some of these cards. Let me show you how romantic this is, this pink and purple. Let me just show you. All these blues and pinks and purples and look. I'm just Can you look at these? Look at that. Look at how romantic. How romantic. Romanticize your life, guys, okay? You are so loved. You are so held. Remember, these readings are only for your highest good. If it doesn't resonate with you and you feel like, it's not me, then just leave it. I'm pretty sure it is, but just leave it. Really, I only do readings for your highest good. If it's not for your highest good, if it's harming you in any way you feel, ignore it, please. If you are interested in any energy work or any personal readings, you can go over to my Etsy shop where I have my offerings available. And if you need something you feel that isn't available, shoot me an email, okay? A lightread@protonmail.com. Shoot me an email, right? If there's something that you really desperately feel like your soul needs right now, that you need for clarity or anything like that, please email me. We can figure something out, okay? Because what is most important to me is that you can get back into alignment with yourself, okay? So yeah, this has been a blast. This has been so fun. I am so grateful that I get to be here with you to mirror back your incredibleness and where you are headed. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much. See you next time.